Revocation Radio, that is P.O.D. with one of their new ones. It's called Lies We Tell Ourselves here on your Wednesday edition of the Morning Overload. Before that, Konata Small with Bang, and we kicked off the 8 o'clock hour with Cold World from Red. It's 10 after 8. Happy Wednesday morning to you. John Walden here. Appreciate you for taking the time to listen in through the radio, through the app, through your computer, through Roku. I don't know how you're listening, but we are gratefully locked in to supporting you as well, and anything that you need with your prayer requests, your song requests, your praise reports, all that stuff. So text in 805-2-TEXT us. That's 805-283-9887. This hour dedicated. It has been too many months. I'm disappointed in Terry, but he made it happen once again. It's like they've got people in town from another country or something. I don't know. They stay busy. Sozo is in the house, and Terry, I know that you're just glad to not have whatever you brought back from Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better.
Now, that was something crazy. So pretty much everybody that went, you all kind of just picked up something.
All the grown-ups did. The kids were fine.
Well, of course, because they're just incredibly durable.
Yeah.
Like, there's just something about kids, man. Like, oh, I don't feel good. 30 minutes later, they're perfectly fine. But the Sozo Choir has been in town for a while now, going all over the place, and you've even gotten to go and relive some of the great memories and create some new ones with them at a couple of stops, right?
Yeah, I've been to a few of them, Gulf Shores, St. Pete, a few other places.
Oh, wow, all the places with beaches. That's amazing.
Amazing
Terry
how
made
that
his
worked
way
out.
and made time to go down. How were you able to touch the water? Was it warm enough to actually do that?
It was. The water was cold, but the kids wanted to get in, so it's like, well, just, go get in there and keep them safe. And so, man, I was cold, but the sun was great. It rained a little bit, but then a couple of days there it was in the mid-70s. So
very nice. So
yeah,
the beautiful white sand, they just took it in, didn't they?
Suffering for the kids.
So, I mean, you have to. You got to do what you got to do. But so grateful for all that Sozo does, locally and internationally. That's the big thing, man, taking care of those kids. And sozochildren.org is the website. We want you to log in and get the details on that. But we have a new friend in the house. Did somebody actually make it in? Or I can't even see. Oh, there we go. I see hair now. Hello. Good. So you gave her the code. Perfect. Thank you.
No, I just left it open.
Oh, did you? Even better. That works. Oh, well, I thought about that because I didn't know when she was going to get here. I was like, I probably should have propped that open, but Terry was on top of it. So
I remember from last time.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I think you're the best. You're amazing.
New tricks.
Don't even have to tell him what to do anymore. I can leave now.
Yeah.
You can run this whole thing by yourself.
What's this button do?
That one's not connected to anything.
Oh, that's probably best.
But that's okay. That one's just an extra. Anyway, all right. So Sozo, we got a lot going on, a lot of new things happening, and welcoming officially Crystal as the manager of Sozo Trading Company. How does it feel, Crystal?
It feels good. It's actually assistant manager.
What?
But I'm kind of an interim at the moment.
Right.
We're still searching for our faithful leader.
Okay. But so are you telling me that you may or may not be able to do that, or what do you feel? What are you thinking here?
Oh, I'm a jack of all trades.
You ready to roll?
Mm-hmm. Right now, I take care of the store. I go out on truck runs. I haul furniture. I bring it into the store. I do the pricing. Along with my crew, we do everything.
I love that. And the great thing, we were talking off the air, Crystal kind of shared a little bit. And Sozo, for you, is a personal love because you already supported Sozo and the trading company for over 9 years before coming on to work with the family and stuff. But kind of share a little bit about, your thrifting and what you love about it. And then now that you're a part of it and being able to work with customers and the team every single day.
Oh, yeah. Thrifting is a big part of my life. I've been thrifting consecutively for over 20 years.
Wow.
It was popular for me before it was popular with everybody else.
Right.
Which we're happy it's popular with everybody else
100%.
But I met Barb a little over 8 years ago. We had a family day at Avondale Elementary when my children used to go to school. And she had a Sozo booth. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, well, let me tell you about Sozo Children. And so she told me about the nonprofit and what we're doing for the children over in Uganda. And she said, and better yet, there's a thrift store as well that you can help support us in that way. Because I know people like to give monetarily, but not always are able to consecutively. So a good way to do that is just to come in and shop with us.
Now, I've got an idea, and you can take this and you can trademark it if you want to, okay? Since you are an OG, since you are, one of those from the beginning. You're not a hipster, but you're a thriftster.
I am a thriftster. I love that.
Do you feel that?
Thriftster. I can
feel that.
Totally feel that.
Take it and run with it, because I would love to see it blow up. I don't even want credit. I just want to see you do it.
I might give you credit. That's a really good one.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to use thriftster.
A thriftster. It works. It works.
It does.
So there we go. For you to be able to be in the store, and obviously you're, like you said, a jack of all trades. You do everything around the store.
Yes.
What does it mean to you to know that there's a greater purpose going on at Sozo?
It's the motivation behind it all. I first started there, and you come in, and of course it's a job, but then you have the extra purpose. You know that what you're doing on a daily basis, even though it might be small or seem insignificant, it's something you do all the time methodically. It's actually a way bigger picture than what we can see. And having the children come over and with the choir, that just kind of seals it. You're like, oh, I see the results. I see these children. I'm face to face with them now. They are experiencing things and enjoying things and doing things that they have never been able to do in the past. And for Sozo to be able to do and bring them over and make a part of them real to us, it's just amazing. That
is so cool. And now you guys have some new things happening within the store. One thing I want to ask about that you had mentioned was the thrift teak.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So I kind of like that spin on thriftster, because now I can use it for the thrift teak. So thrift teak took the place of Halo we used to have, where we brought in some goods from, responsibly sourced places.
Gotcha.
And we decided, hey, we have all this really good clothing merchandise. I mean, high end. We're talking about sometimes Coach, Versace.
Oh, wow.
We have our normal upscale brands, Lululemon, Athleta. We have all the Anthropology brands, Zara. We have a very nice person who helps us acquire these specific clothing items. Most of them have tags brand new on them.
Oh, wow.
So we decided to create Thrift Teak in order to have a certain little boutique area within our store where people can come and get those brands and not have to pay the upscale price for them, but be able to still enjoy them.
That is absolutely incredible. So you heard it here. They've got some of the stuff that you're looking for, and a lot of them are brand new with tags, which is just insane but awesome. And the biggest part is that it all goes to Sozo and the kids in Uganda and the amazing things that are happening there. So SozoChildren.org, SozoTrading.org. That's the two websites. If you have any questions or anything like that, Crystal's here, Terry's here. We've got also another new friend sitting over there on the couch. We're going to talk to her in a few minutes as well, and a lot more going on. It is the Morning Overload. Revocation Radio, text in 805 to text us. More coming up. Revocation Radio, praising the King of Kings with a whole new sound all day, every day, rock, hip-hop, and alternative for you. That is Behold the Beloved. It's called Toxic Lullabies. Before that, we had In My Zone from S.O. with GD, and we kicked off that block of tunes with Viridia, When the Moon Dies. It is 8:30 on the show. Yes, I'm scratchy. I'm dealing with it. We're just going to get over it. Look, I never had a great radio voice anyway, so you're not missing anything, okay? You're not. This is Personality Radio, and we're just here to have a good time, tell you about amazing local and international ministries like our friends at Sozo, going strong for how many years, Terry?
14.
Boom! I knew he'd be ready.
I made that up. No, it's actually 14.
Didn't.
It's actually 14.
It actually is 14. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that you'll be very proud to know, because we have had listeners tell us over the last couple of weeks with other guests in the studio, I finally found the source of the squeakiness in that stool that people were sitting on because it was coming out over the microphone. Terry and I remedied the issue this morning. It happened. Terry is sitting in it, and it's not making any noise whatsoever.
I'm really wiggly too, so it's you did good. It's not.
But you're like squeaking. A delicate kind of wiggly, you know, like you're.
I don't know how to take that.
Like you're just smooth, smooth. Because Come on, Terry.
Come on, man.
In this world of everybody being offended, you just added to it. I can't even look at you. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so we've got Crystal still in the house. She's got to go open the store. So we're going to get through this one and make sure that it only takes like 5 minutes to get over there from here.
Yeah.
Right? Especially with the way you drive, so it's fine. Oh. I'm just making that up. I have no idea whatsoever. What kind of car you got, Crystal? What do people need to be looking for? The Irondale police?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just paying attention. I'm kidding. Anyway, we do want to get her over to the store and make sure we take care of that. SozoTrading.org is the website. But a big thing that they need constantly, because, man, stuff's coming in and you never know. You know, some weeks it's very little. Some weeks it's like, oh, my gosh, what are we going to do?
Yes.
Praise the Lord for the big storage area.
Yes.
But you guys need volunteers.
We do need
doing
volunteers.
all sorts of things. What are the main needs right now?
The main needs for our volunteers, usually when they come in, they go back and work in our production area. That is a big part of the thrift store, because if you don't have product, you don't have anything out on the floor.
That's right.
You don't have people coming in. And so we like to bring in volunteers to work with the clothing. They can do anything from sorting to hanging. Sometimes we let them have a tagging gun and we let them tag clothes. It just depends. They also help put out things on the floor. Sometimes when I'm talking about not necessarily the clothing, but our other goods, like our surplus goods, or if it's a lot of guys, they help out with loading the furniture out onto the floor. We had some great volunteers a few weeks ago. I'm going to give them a shout out from Sanford. And it was a team of about 20 people. They came, they saw, and they conquered. All the guys came in. We had about 5 guys, and they cleaned up our warehouse. They helped us sort out the furniture. They went out after that and took brooms and dustpans and cleaned our parking lot, which is a big plus.
Whoa.
Because we are right across from the recycling plant.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get debris coming over, and we need the help. So they made the image right when you walk in look really good. And then the ladies, they were troopers. They sorted and they hung and they tagged. They knew how to do it. They sized. It was amazing.
That is pretty cool. And one of the big needs you guys have right now is you need more guy volunteers on a regular basis right now, right?
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm.
So that's a big deal. So if you know any college groups or just any 20-somethings in particular that can come in, when is that biggest need for moving those large items?
Well, it's throughout the day. Our busier days is probably more of a need. I would say midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturdays, when people are buying the furniture to help them get it out there to their cars, to help restock on the floor. It's probably midweek on.
Okay, so if there's any strong guys who are looking to help and maybe somebody needs some service hours.
Yeah, sure. We take them. Strong guys or strong women.
Well, of course, I just went off the fact you were talking about how you guys have two fellas who have recently left. I'm trying to fill that space of those guys, but yes.
If you can lift 50 or more pounds, I want you to volunteer.
Well, because that's what you've been doing too, Crystal.
Yes.
You've been doing a lot of that.
Yes, I have been.
Driving trucks, picking up furniture, and doing a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So I know you've been loving that. Hey, don't have to worry about going to the gym or nothing. No. It's all right there in Sozo.
It's free. It's a free workout, guys. Come on.
How many times a week willingly would you do that side of the store?
Probably every day.
Really?
I really love it. Mm-hmm. It gets me out among like the people and the people who I work with, customers. I love making personal interactions with people. That's part of my personal ministry. It's another reason why I like Sozo so much, because I've made so many friends with customers. And a great thing that someone told me before I even started, and it really made an impact in my interview, was they said, not everyone will go to a church, but anybody will walk into a thrift store.
Amen.
And it's true. And I've been able to talk with people and minister to people. And I'm not going to sit there and beat any ideas into them or anything. But, it seems like God really opens up conversation sometimes. I've had people tell me about their children, about their spouses, about difficult things happening in their lives. One lady, she lost her dog. She was really upset. We talked for about 30 minutes. She comes in 2 or 3 times a week now, seeks me out, and we have a little conversation.
That is awesome.
I love making those connections. So yeah, I would do that side any day.
Amen. Mm-hmm. That's really cool. Are you more of a are you the pivot person? Are you yelling pivot at somebody when we're moving big furniture?
Yes. I'll talk about my husband for just a moment, who I think I told you on the break, he's English. And so I know here in the South we use the word catty corner. Mm-hmm. And when we were early into our marriage, he and I were moving a large piece of furniture into our apartment. And I told him, I said, catty corner it. And he just looked at me. And I said, catty corner it. And he, again, like you're
no clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, catty corner it. And he's like, I don't know what that means. I'm English. So I purposely use words like pivot and catty corner with people now just for fun.
Oh, that's marvelous. That is so awesome. Well, I know you got to go and open the store, but final words, thoughts, anything else that we need to know about what's happening with Sozo Trading?
I was just going to say, go to sozochildren.org/volunteer if you are interested in volunteering. Fill out that waiver, fill out the information. It gets back to our volunteer director, and we'll be in contact with you soon. And also, just come out and support us. Like I said, if you don't want to come in and do the shopping, come out and volunteer. And we would love to have you.
There you go. Get plugged in. SozoTrading.org, the website, and to volunteer, you go to SozoChildren.org/volunteer and go see Crystal and let her know you want to help out. Awesome job. See, much easier than what you thought, wasn't it?
So much easier.
Told you. All right, more coming up. Haley's in the house, and I think she's going to blow us all away. I can tell. The bubbles are everywhere. It's happening. More coming up on the Morning Overload. It's Revocation Radio. That is Cannon featuring Derek Minor. It's called Long Time Coming here on your Wednesday edition of the Morning Overload. Before that, Afterthought from City of Auburn. And we kicked off that block of tunes with JR, Best in Me. It's 8:50 on the dot. John Walden here with you for a little bit longer. About an hour left in the show, give or take. So if you got song requests, prayer requests, praise reports, all that stuff, hit me up. 805-2-TEXT us. That's 805-283-9887. Stay in contact. And if you have any questions for our guest in the house, Terry is still here. He doesn't say much once everybody else starts talking.
I'm just shaking my head.
Yeah,
now.
it's like, no, I'm staying over there. And also, now, we're going to see if we can drag some words out of her.
We're
going to make this happen. The big smile, the big laughs, just fun times. Haley.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Drum roll, please.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, I got one. If you need it, I can make that happen.
It's in my head. It's
okay. Well, that's all that matters. Yeah. I also have multiple things that do that in my head as well. So I'm pretty pumped up. But Haley is she is a ball of energy and a lot of fun, and just really excited to hear about the cool things within Sozo that she's been blessed to be able to be a part of. So first off, talk about how you got connected with Sozo and kind of what you do with the organization.
Yes. Thank you, John, for having me. I'm super excited to be here. So I organize the events for Sozo Children. So I'm the events coordinator, and here to talk about today, Sozo Safari, which is the first kind of event that I've been a part of. And like you said, I really like how you said it, that I'm blessed to be a part of it, because I really do. It's been such a gift for me to be on this team, and it's been so fun to work with Terry and Amanda and Suzanne, all the awesome people at Sozo Children. So it really is a gift to get to be a part of it.
So kind of when you got connected and started learning a little bit more, what were you expecting when it came to doing events? Like what started popping in your head? Like, what can we do to get it out there?
Well, so yeah, this idea came up. So Sozo Children hosts several events. Like, we do a golf tournament. We do a couple of golf tournaments actually in Maryland and in Birmingham. We also do a big gala dinner that we're going to be doing in August. But we don't really have anything that kind of reaches the family demographic. And so the thought behind it is to have people hear about Sozo, because I was surprised that I had never heard about Sozo before, just with all of the work that they do in the thrift store. Just an event that's family friendly for kind of like your average Birminghamian. Is that a word?
Sure.
because we do have a lot of families, and so that really encompass what we do with children and in Africa. And of course, the Birmingham Zoo is a perfect place to do that with the African trails that they have there.
It's really, really cool. So it's coming up April the 20th, starting at 5 p.m.
Yes.
And the choir is going to be involved as well.
Yes, the Sozo Children's Choir. They are here on a tour for like 5 months. They come every 2 years. They are incredible. They're going to be performing there. It is an after-hours event at the zoo, so 5 to 8, like you said. We're going to have dinner for you guys, a DJ, dancing, face painting. You're going to get to feed elephants. Well, you're doing like there's an elephant apple toss where they come, and you get to feed the giraffe. So, and there's going to be exotic animals, they're going to be bringing around African animals for people to interact with and touch and take pictures with. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That is really, really cool.
Yes, I'm pumped.
So how did, working with the Birmingham Zoo and how did this all come together? Did the ideas just start pouring out on each individual thing? Did they bring some to the table as well?
So the idea came from the Sozo team. So we kind of started brainstorming, how can we bring all these things together and get the word out, just more visibility for Sozo Children. And so we reached out to the zoo, and pretty much it's Sozo Children's idea.
That's pretty cool.
The zoo was just a perfect place, event to do it with the African trails. And I'm thankful they have that portion of the zoo because it really does lean into, where we do our work. So.
And the fact that the kids can relate, they're like, oh man, I see these kind of animals, regularly or from a distance or,
yes.
Yeah, but they know that they're available, and it's a really cool thing to take their culture and be able to have it here.
Exactly.
In Alabama.
I think that was one of the social media posts that we did was, oh, you can't travel to Africa? Let us bring Africa to you.
I love that.
Yeah, we really hope it's that, type of experience for people. So
I don't know who the designer is on the page for this on the website, but that is really, really cool.
So
with
that
the giraffe and everything?
Yes. So that was our Anya who created that graphic. She did an incredible job doing that. So yeah, it does look, I think it's the perfect combination of class, brings in the African vibe with a Sozo flair.
I like it. It's really, really cool. And again, there's a lot going on, and they're trying to raise $75,000.
Yes.
So it's a big, big goal, but it's absolutely believable and doable.
Absolutely.
There's
We're
no doubt.
well on our way. And thank you to you guys for being a sponsor. But yes, we do have sponsors. We got title sponsors, but now we're just focusing on getting people there to enjoy and have fun.
So it's going to be an awesome, awesome day, evening, if you will,
Evening,
afternoon
yes.
into the evening.
Yes.
April the 20th. So we're just 10 days away from that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you really got to jump on the ball and be a part of it. If you go to sozochildren.org/sozo-safari,
Yes.
you can get right to it if you want to, or you can search on the website. Not too difficult to find.
Right, or Eventbrite. So the
there you
tickets,
go.
we're selling tickets through Eventbrite. So if you want to search that way as well, I know a lot of people do concerts and other events through that. So that's a way to get to it as well.
So that's the soonest event through Sozo. And like you said, the gala's coming up in August.
Correct.
What are some other things that you guys are trying to work towards, now that you're doing this as the events director?
Well, we've really been focused on the tour now. That takes up a lot of our focus
Right.
and time because the choir actually, people don't know this. They're like, oh my goodness, they travel all the way. Like they're leaving, is it next week, Terry?
Yeah.
They're leaving for New York.
After the safari, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be in New York and Maryland. And so I have spent a lot of my time with the choir. Actually, I just drove back from Tennessee last night.
Wow.
So, so it's really been the choir, the Sozo Safari, the dinner that's coming up, and then the golf tournament in Greystone. Those are kind of my three. Is that enough? I don't know.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Do you have an idea? Let's talk.
Those
Yeah.
are some hefty events, to say the least.
Yes,
so I feel like three's good.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Give me a month right after Sozo Safari. I feel like let's tack another one on.
Well, and next year the choir won't be here, so you've got to do extra.
Right,
next
exactly. Exactly. I'll start singing and dancing, which will not raise any money, I can tell you.
So the question is, how many of the Northeast dates are you going to make it to, just to be like, oh man, they needed me in New York? Sorry, I had to go.
Right? I
Like
know.
I got needed at the beach. Huh?
Exactly. Like Terry was needed at the beach. It was a big
Exactly.
deal.
So we do have a golf tournament in Maryland, which is tagged on to that New York trip. So I will be going up to Maryland to speak to the contacts there. And, conveniently, I'll just jump on the bus to New York.
Might as well.
And try to, today show so many opportunities there. So we'll see what happens.
I love it. Well, as we wrap it up, again, want you to remember next Saturday, April the 20th, from 5 until 8 at the Birmingham Zoo, the Sozo Safari live African experience, going to be incredible. Details are on sozochildren.org, but if you want to get your tickets, Eventbrite. But anything else that we need to know about?
No, I just wanted to reiterate just what you said, that it is a family-friendly event. I mean, being a mom of 3 myself, like I'm always looking for things to bring my kids to. Dinner is provided there. There's going to be pizza, Dippin' Dots, a popcorn bar. So it's really, there'll be no work for you besides bringing them home afterwards and putting them to bed. So just a really fun, unique experience, a cultural experience that's also kind of party-like feel with a purpose. So come out and join us. We'd love to see you guys and support the Sozo Children.
You get to meet, mingle, listen to the choir.
Yes.
And those kids are incredible. And you better be prepared to get prayed for, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They're amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Terry, all right, wrap it up. Final words, anything else that we need to know about?
And we're just glad to be here. We're just so thankful when you have us in each time, and looking forward to seeing you. You need to come by the store, and we need to work on some stuff together there as well.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Absolutely.
There's some really good things I think we can get coming up over the summer and all that. So,
yeah, and we always like to come in and talk to your listeners and talk to you. I mean, we've had a long time relationship with you guys, and it's just nice to be able to come in and talk about things even when there's not a huge event going on, because it is about relationships. It's
Absolutely.
not about transactions. It's about getting to know each other and caring about each other's ministry.
I love that. That's true.
No doubt. And at the end of the day, whenever you support Sozo, whether it is through Sozo Children directly or Sozo Trading, it goes to help that amazing facility in Uganda. Still right around 150 kids, give or
Yes.
take? Okay. So there you go. I mean, 150 kids that are getting an incredible opportunity to move forward and share God's love, and you can see it when you meet these kids, man. It is awesome, awesome stuff. So, Haley, awesome job.
Thank you.
I know that you'll be back.
So fun to be here.
I have no doubt about that whatsoever.
Like it or not, I'll
That's
be
right.
back.
Hey, you had a couple of good ones today, Terry. I'm proud.
Yeah, I did my best.
First time Amanda was here, we had to start kind of drag it out of her. And then Anya, she sat in the background, but she just couldn't shut up. So eventually we got her on there, so that worked out too. So definitely awesome, awesome stuff happening at Sozo, and we want you guys to support them as well. The 9 o'clock hour is upon us. If you got any questions, song request, prayer request, all that, just text in 805 to text us. It's the Morning Overload, Revocation Radio.